With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
And the Packers first down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Levis now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying it up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kenny Clark, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now 3rd down and very long. They'll drop to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. We talked about this Seahawks defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
The actual percentages are, I don't know the analytics, when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but he will still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. (6-0) our score after 1. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll get maybe a couple in that up to the 46.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
3rd and 2, here's Levis. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Next the score, Packers 13. Seahawks nothing.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later.
here's Myers to boot it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calling a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Waddle, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Levis looking to throw. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Levis. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Now Levis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Will Levis, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to add on to that lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Packers 19, Seahawks 7.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Keep it up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Levis from the gun. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mark Andrews, 27 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Seahawks 7.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
49-yard line.
First and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He'll rifle this one deep right side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Reed. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. The clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 6. Play action now. Levis. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On first down, Levis. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Levis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Levis on third down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Seahawks 14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Seahawks 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. Eluding the pressure right. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Levis. Being checked. Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Running right, Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Levis now off of play action. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This is the tight end fan. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is taken in by the tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
26 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there. And there's a silver lining to all this is resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
3 quarters have come and gone. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Well, bootleg here, Levis. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Levis sets up to throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got him. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a little more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning, and that's where they're going at defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit. It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Levis back to throw. Flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago. But that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Sam. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Back to throw, it's Levis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
There's a good opportunity to just want to ride there and a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Levis to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock, and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, a 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong. I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Levis trying to get his guys set as quickly as possible.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down, Green Bay.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Levis. He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Levis to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A short throw caught by Andrews. 20 down the left sideline. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Seahawks, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.